Hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome to my channel. I am off checking out, well, an update to a previous video. I'm going back to the blue chip mine to see what is there. If you haven't seen my previous video, I had squatters take up residence in my mine. Well, not in the mine, but at the mine. And made a heck of a mess. So I'm going back to see what it looks like. If you haven't seen the previous video, I'll leave a link right here, and you can go and have a look, see what I found a couple months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, and see what I did then, and I'll show you what I see now. Enjoy. As you can tell, I'm sitting in my truck right now. I'm just on my way in, on the final road in. I have to explain myself a little bit. I said in my last video that I had to call the cops. Well, what I did, the reason I called the cops, wasn't to have the people evicted or removed or anything like that. It's just because I had to register the mess they made with the authorities. Because this is my mineral claim, I don't own the land, I only own the mineral rights, but when the mines inspector comes to inspect my mine, because it's my business, it's actually registered as a business. When the mines inspector comes to inspect the mine, if he sees the mess that was left, he could fine me up to $25,000 for making a mess. So I had to go and register with the authorities that that mess was not made by this guy. Someone else did it. I did tell the RCMP at the time that it wasn't my private land and that I wasn't asking them to evict them. And they understood that, and they said all they were going to do was register that there was a mess there so that it would never come back to me. Let's go see what it looks like. So far, the road looks nice and open, although I do see lots of traffic down it, so who knows, maybe they're still here. Now, just before I came up here, I did stop by the RCMP just to ask them if anything had come of this site, and they checked the file. They said there was no new information, but the constable there, very nice guy, kind of assured me that it was safe to go in. So I'm not sure if he knew something or if he just, yeah, he assured me it was safe to go in. So that's sort of why I'm coming in here today. As I'm driving in now, I just found my first signs of a mess. Looks like someone drove down the road to throw their garbage away. Lovely. Although those look like hazardous waste bins. Let's go have a look and see what they are. Sure enough, asbestos. They're labeled asbestos. Lovely. Someone didn't want to pay for disposing of asbestos, so they just drove up here and threw them out their window. Out the window? Probably not. Off the back of their truck. Well, here's the first good sign. The gate that the squatters put up has not just opened, it's been partly removed. So that's a good sign that they might not be here still. And I see someone's been cutting firewood or something up here. That could be why I see traffic down this road. And that is very, very fresh sawdust. So they may have been doing it recently. So that is a good sign. Maybe they are gone. Let's hope. Okay, and my first glimpse of the landing, I see the trailer is missing. I see both trailers are missing. So I think they're gone, although I'm seeing glimpses of tarps and stuff down there, so they may have still left a mess. Can I film and drive at the same time? Oh, good God. Oh, they're gone. But oh my goodness. Well, they're gone. Let me park and get out. Well, my biggest hope here was that they would be gone when I got back, and they're gone. My second biggest hope was that they would clean up their mess. I know that was wishful thinking, and the chances of that happening were pretty darn slim. And of course, they left a disaster. But I was kind of expecting that. Now, I get to go back and talk with the authorities. Not the authorities, that sounds wrong. I have to go and find out who is responsible for cleaning this up. I have two options. I could try to clean it up myself, put it all in a big pile and burn it. Or I could talk with forestry or Ministry of Environment or whoever and see if someone would come up here and deal with this. Because, you know, just piling it up and burning it wouldn't probably be the right thing to do. All this plastics and rubber and everything. Probably best to pack it all the way to the dump. It all looks like garbage too. They didn't leave me anything good. Come on. Nothing I can salvage? Pots and pans. Lots of pots and pans. Watch where I step. I could step on a nail or something here if I'm not careful. Nothing usable in any way. All just garbage. Well, let's walk over to the mine and see what the mine looks like. See if they touched it at all. I doubt it. These guys didn't seem like they were interested in the mine one bit. Hey, look at this. This I recognize. I don't know why they would have it. Something I can salvage. It's a little classifier. They weren't mining, although I did see a gold pan up here. I did see a gold pan up here the last time I was up here, so maybe they were doing some sort of panning and stuff, but they weren't set up to work the mine at all. Heck, I have thousands of dollars of equipment, and I'm hardly set up to work that mine. Okay, let's go see what the mine looks like. Just walking over to the mine now. I should say I am very happy that they are gone. I don't have to deal with them, just have to deal with the mess. So it is nice that they have gone. And I have big plans for this mine this spring and summer. Here we come up to the mine. The big hole in the mountain. Late January in BC. I don't know what happened to winter this year. It decided to skip over. Looks like spring out there. Some years we actually get winter. This year, not so much. And the second hole. Did I leave that rock there? Maybe I did. Not a typical rock I would just leave sitting on the surface. Huh. And a bunch more. Did I do that? I don't remember. I think I remember piling those there and telling myself I was going to come back and grab them. Maybe not. Maybe someone's been here working. Yeah, I think it might be worth my time to make the sign and let people know this is a private claim. I do see evidence of a few different spots that people have been digging and working. Nothing that really worries me. I know how hard I have to work to get even the tiniest bit of gold out of here, so I'm not too worried that someone else is stealing all my gold. They'd have to work pretty darn hard to get anything. I know I sure have to. That's where I took that slab the other day, blasted off that rock. Now I have a nice little step right here. Yep, someone has been working my mine. May have been the squatters. They didn't seem like they were up doing anything. But I do see some, you know, like a rag up here. A little flat that I didn't make. Although they exposed something that intrigues me there. Glad to see that. I doubt they could have dug much more into there. I got pretty much everything I could have got out of that one without doing a whole lot more work. That's interesting there. This is interesting. There's a quartz seam that is very, very, very high in sulfides. And someone decided to expose it for me. Thank you, whoever that was. But piss off is my mind. Well, whatever. I wonder what made them think to dig there. That was a very nondescript spot. Well, maybe that seam running down through there. That seam might need to be investigated more. So after closer inspection and, you know, testing my memory a bit more, someone has been working there. Someone's been working around the edge. It could have been those squatters, claim jumpers. It could have also been some friends of mine that do have permission to be here. I'll have to check with my partners there and see if anyone was up doing anything. They just didn't tell me about it. That's quite possible. We don't always tell each other what we're doing. And yeah, better put some signs up. Better put some signs up. Woohoo! Don't mind me while I fall down the hill on camera. There we go. That's interesting. That's not me. Twig in the eye. Someone wanted to expose the bedrock right there at the seam. Someone put a little bit of work into it here. I do know one thing. Even with that amount of work they did, they wouldn't have found very much. Not at this site. Okay, one last little look inside here before I sign off. Let's go woohoo into the cave. Inside we go. Ooh. How scary is that? I love the ferns growing at the mouths of these caves. Beautiful things. Beautiful. So everyone, that was an update about the squatters at the Blue Chip Mine. They're gone. They're gone. And this coming season, I have a few big events if you will, a few big jobs planned for the Blue Chip here. Huge soil sampling. Plan to use the water out of one of the adits to run the high banker and the gold cube and sample a bunch of soil all around. Definitely going to work on adit number 5 there and what those claim numbers just exposed. I'll check that out as well. I have the Gold Bug 2 metal detector. I'm going to go through every last exposed piece of quartz I can find around here with it and see if I can see what the gold bug tells me about them. All through the adits and everything. So this year at the Blue Chip Mine should be exciting. I hope you enjoy watching all of my videos, especially the Blue Chip Mine ones. And please remember to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and if you're subscribed, make sure you've hit that bell icon so you get notifications when new videos come out. Thanks everyone for watching. Special thanks to my patrons. Until the next one. Bye!